It's Othello. So what does that have to do with me? You're Freddy's pet project. Look, with you gone, Freddy's whole reasoning for being here disappears. But I thought they brought him here to, like, modernize the marketing department or something.
No, that's mostly for the media. Freddy's an A+ marketing guy, but the real reason he was brought... What are you thinking?
You can fight back. Look, if Othello's the only one trying to ship you off, then he's creating a you versus him situation. Make it so he has to leave, not you. And how do we do that then?
There are ways.
Yeah. See this? This is a PR problem. Othello wants to trade you? Fine. We're gonna make sure that everybody knows that he's doing that out of spite and paranoia, not for the good of the...
And Pete, wait!
What?
We have a date tonight.
But after that, you're gonna get better players, you'll be able to get rewarded for it, and then you'll be able to, like, just to jump into online. There's Triple Threat Online, which is 3-on-3, with you're controlling all 3 players, or you could do it in co-op, which is you and your friends using your favorite players. So, like, I could be LeBron James, you could be Kevin Durant, and your friend could be Giannis, and we can go up, like, as if we're in the park and do it online.
WSTJ.
You just want to get used to it, maybe in clutch time. And once you're ready, jump into Triple Threat, and then Unlimited is there for you. Another year for the My Team Unlimited tournament is definitely exciting. $250,000 is no joke. Everyone tries their hardest. Everyone builds their My Team for this moment. This is your opportunity to show yourself against the best of the best, and you want to be able to compete. So that's where all the badges, the shoes come in, all that stuff. I think this year you'll be able to customize so many cards. Usually it's like the same main guys that are really special, but with the new badges and the shoes that you're able to add to different guys, we're gonna have so many people competing with
WSTJ
lineups, and that should be so much fun. I'm really excited for the tournament. I can't wait to see who uses what.
And Richard, for players that are off to a slow start to this.
Options control. Oh, that's it.
Season, what do they have to do to get rolling?
Yeah, your confidence can really take a hit with a bad set of games early on, but it's important. It's just a start of your season. It is a long season, so if you have a bad stretch, and doing all the things that you know are right.
And not lose sight of your objective and staying in your lane, right?
Yeah, it's such a long season. If you have a bad 10, 15 games,
And
that is nothing.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Again on the wing, he's joined by Brown. Made him out there with Horford, and it's Smart into the corner. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission.
Go versus the Boston? That. Well, I'll rate you go versus Jason Tatum since I was more.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. It helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
I think I did it, but I lost.
Those reserves, they can
So good.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr.
Look, my good.
OJ finishing top 5.
I like good. I just got good too.
In the defensive player of the year vote.
Smart. That nigga.
Here's Horford.
We'll get rebound.
Rejection by Jackson.
Ew.
Taken away by Brown.
That's really bug. Man, this is an ISO demon though. He's an ISO demon.
You're Smart.
Smart. Oh, this is a good player. Look at this single last player.
Horford in the post. And another
What the
shot.
hell that nigga do?
Contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Excellent play there from Horford on the back.
Hurry, better get on tape.
And some stats
Oh,
here,
tape.
guys, the story breakdown for Memphis. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
That nigga John always hit me up. Never mind me.
The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools, and Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out.
Oh, my skills.
To that massive potential.
And here is Tatum after the three-pointer from Smooth.
I'm better.
And it's Brown missing.
Close to making the defense pay.
Like, Rashford is better than Curry.
That's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big
I want
part
take.
why
I just
they've
love
been able to
takeover.
get these good looks.
I just love Big Daddy take. Okay, how the you get me bugging? Just pass me the ball. I bring that shit for real. You just passing the ball in green.
With a short break in the action, here's us.
This is both fast niggas.
Send it over to David
You can do that short. You can see that.
Spoke with the Celtics head coach a little bit ago. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success in the game. So guys, we can expect them to be aggressive.
It looks so easy, but
appreciate that, David. Interesting report there. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league,
I got two. I got two.
Better not ignore the other side of the ball. It doesn't matter how many points
Take over matters.
you don't stop from defense.
a primary responsibility of Brogdon.
Take over.
When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
One word you always hear.
Slightly late is kind of gay.
Yeah, you can't.
I'll shoot him from like
It's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit
Jason Tatum was the best player in Boston.
is huge when it comes to this.
How Redmond was the best player in Boston.
If you look on paper, it can feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
He's the asterisk
And
anymore.
then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for
I'm
Tillman.
doing good for
Comes in for Payne. And Tyus
first quarter.
Jones subbed in for John Morant. So here's Gallinari, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
In trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. They're struggling to knock down those threes.
I'm not a good pass off. Okay. That John was really 2-0.
Has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And the Celtics with possession here. Grizzlies making the shot.
Shoot the ball.
Here's White. Williams trying to break free.
If you don't spin, you could get like a shooting for us.
Killing them on the interior.
Lets the three fly.
I'm not killing me. Who killing? Who killing me?
Disbelief here. Triple
I believe you.
Pass to Owen.
You lied. Who killing me?
Here's Gallinari.
And your boy missed that.
Williams
Crazy.
passes to
Who
Williams.
killing who on interior
Here's
defense?
Owens. And Owens throws it down hard.
They even my man, that bold ass
He's got
nigga.
a ridiculous bounce, but he knows how to entertain the crowd also.
I got bounce. My character got bounce.
Buries his 10th triple of the game.
unbelievable.
BC matters.
Out to Gallinari. Lets it go from deep.
He's white. He can beat that shit. Okay.
That one doesn't go.
I'm faster. Oh,
And
my
so it's the
God.
Memphis Grizzlies feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Substitution for Memphis. Smooth checked in for Brooks. Conchar comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Gallinari in for Jaylen Brown.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The two Williams are the 4 and the 5. White is out there with Owen. And it's Gallinari.
I'm doing that for draw. I'm doing this for draw.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies.
Good enough for my boy Ja.
They lead by 20.
Ja.
That's the most we've seen.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just
It's Ja. I was gonna do a dunk for him.
Gallinari passes to Williams. And Williams with the stop.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a lot of.
Who did something for jumping? Can I get him cold?
And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance.
He's white. He can't make that.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel
smooth. That's good.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Owens. His last outing, he had 18 points.
No, he dropped an 8. He dropped a 20 on y'all, nigga. That's crazy. Pass that.
Here's Smooth. And so a pretty lopsided game in the first half. Grizzlies lead by 21. Step away briefly, but we'll get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
I just had one to take over.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
What a job MP has done running the floor in transition.
Owens can't catch up. I mean, MP is wearing him out. Owens can't find a way to keep him in front.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. Jackson is out there with Smooth. And it's Tillman in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Outside, Bain. Here's Smooth. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks. Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier. When you've made your first 3 shots in the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Back to Morant. Over to the left wing. Smooth passes to Tillman. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Smooth. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Brown. He's got 16.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half. He's capable of creating even more here in the second quarter and beyond.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Memphis, they have been perfect with the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, and after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Brooks checked in for Tillman. Owens is checked in for Boston. Now here's Brown. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Brogdon the pass to Horford. Count that one. Horford's got 11 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Shoots. Smooth. That's good.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Tatum on the wing. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Tatum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant passes to Bain. And here's Brooks. Here's Smooth. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And certainly Greg MP has done a lot of damage outside the arc in this one.
He's looked very comfortable from that range, especially when he sees Owens in front of him.
A nice shot by Tatum.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Jason Tatum seems GA like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Here's Smooth. And good. He hits it again.
He's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Light the pass to Gallinari.
I dropped him to 70. I probably am. I'm going to try next time. That's Twitter.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And stolen by White. Passes to Brogdon. Makes it off the glass. Brogdon's got 8.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Left side Williams. Memphis moving that ball around. With the shot. Smooth misses. Celtics trail by 21. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by White. 10 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
So it's the Celtics now. Here's Owens. That shot is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. They'll make it tough to come back. Grizzlies out in front, up 19. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already up. Connects again from distance.
Hey guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in the game.
The points GA just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red out from beyond the arc.
I tell you, there's just so much flash to Shep Owens, but at his core, this guy,
good, another from 3.
He is unstoppable here. It's again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3
I want to drop him carrying the team.
threes all time.
I'm getting more than Tatum.
Has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Smooth, that's good. Greg MP has made a big statement with his play against Shep Owens in this one.
And there might be a lot of people swallowing their words who wanted Owens over MP out there. What a performance from MP.
Me versus Owens.
Awesome
What's up?
rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam King. Smooth misses. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Clock at 6. Here's Smart. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Williams trying to break free. No good on the three. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
WSTJ.
I hate this shit, bro. If I can look, that would. Wait a minute. Alright. I'm gonna put some random stuff.
Wow, you really showed out tonight. Is this the best game of your... Man, I don't see it that way. You know, I've had a bunch of good games. Yeah. Oh, man.
I told you we'd have a good time.
This is great. What do you think I'm doing? Giving half effort? Mila, I am working myself to the bone right now.
I know. I think it's time to work a little harder. The MP that I fell in love with would not just roll over and give up like this.
I'm not giving up. That's not what I'm doing.
Dig your heels in. I mean, you said you wanted to start a family here. Did you mean that?
Of course I meant that. This is what I want. Thank you, Susan. This is where I want to be. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Okay, well, if you want it, fight for it. If you have anything left in the tank, it's time to give it. I've seen you overcome impossible odds before, MP. Have you forgotten about college already?
No, I have not forgotten about college.
Then dig deep. Do it again. Okay.
Hi, this is Nike Returns, and I qualified for the 250K My Team tournament. For this game day, I just knew I was going to be number one. It was a decent competition, but I made it work, and it was a great feeling to see my hard work paid off. My first response, I honestly thought, and she probably didn't believe me either.
And looking at the way the game is played now, Smitty, feels like you'd be a perennial all-star.
All right, B.A., I appreciate that. Certainly, it would be a lot of fun to play in this wide-open style, but not fun to switch on guys like LeBron and Embiid.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Jackson out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Smooth in at the three. Small forward.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Gets the three ball to go.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Here's Roby. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Here's Jones. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains. Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Memphis has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Smooth. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got 3 assists in the game.
This is what I like about Ja Moran. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And that one's good. Pirtle's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Over to the wing. Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Here's Roby. 17 points in his last outing. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Jones. Pirtle's got 8.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Here's Smooth. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling.
Yeah.
To the wing on the left.
Yes.
Jones against Moran. From deep, Johnson. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Moran. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile 1 drive.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
Now here's Johnson. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Here's Pirtle. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And as solid as Pirtle is during his game, his free throws can be an issue.
BA. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Dates the outcomes in for Roby.
Look at Desmond. Exclamation point on the fast break.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Stolen. Here's Smooth. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
On the wing, Vassell. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. 19 points in the game.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Pass to Bates-Diop. Moran against Jones. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Operating the pick and roll well. Kayden Johnson keeping things simple and understanding how to execute.
2 points. That one goes.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Johnson. No luck on that one.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And the shot goes.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Jones with the ball. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're
27.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Grizzlies have been rolling along, haven't they?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Doug McDermott out there with Isaiah Roby. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Jang in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Smooth. The shot, no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
I think they had some key takeaways from that one. Things they did well and things they can improve upon.
San Antonio.
The first free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Collins. Jones against Moran.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Smooth shot is good.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Pass to Johnson, to the middle. Here's Collins, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
Great ball movement there by Kayden, making the smart play.
Here's Smooth. The 3. That shot off the mark. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Collins outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Smooth shot is good.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
To the left wing. Bates-Diop down low. Defended by Jackson.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. He can't get it to go. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game, it's the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, 55.
And with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And here are the Grizzlies now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I love competing against his teams.
On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Smooth in at the three. Vassell finds Johnson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
Back to Jones. Pass to Roby. The rebound by Jackson.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Smooth, no good.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions. You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Johnson with it, guarded by Morant. Morant against Johnson. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
The shot's good. He's got 34.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Roby. Off the mark there with a three. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Smooth, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
4-3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And Smitty, Greg Popovich, you played for him. His 27th season as coach of the Spurs. How many more you think he has in him?
Well, B.A., he's accomplished everything one could hope to in his career. I mean, he has 5 titles, B.A., most wins in NBA coaching history. Now he's just coaching for the love. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Smooth. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
B.A., before he tweaked his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. He's off on the second. Well, when you look at the wing position, how do you feel it's evolved since you played, Smitty?
Well, they've been asked to do more, B.A., especially on the defensive end. Mostly wings now are asked to guard 1 through 5 with teams switching a lot. And also a lot of these wing guys are asked to run the offense.
Smooth shot is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The ball's knocked loose. With the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Pass to Smooth. launches it. Knocks it down from distance. 43 points in the game.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory. Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Jones. Right now averaging 6 a game. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jones. Here's Smooth. There's the block. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive board. Here's Vassell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Taking advantage of the defense. Devin got inside, and you see what happened.
For 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Chang's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell passes to Richardson. Back to Vassell from downtown. No good on the shot. And so it's Memphis with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers.
70.
Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's see what he had to say.
Open hold ball. How do you
So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. And we'll see you next time.
Congrats on the win. You guys really smothered them on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, you know, we really locked in on the defensive end tonight. You know, coach was really...
Talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels fast.
Right now, currently, my go-to lineup is John Wall, Jimmy Butler, Tim Thomas, Alonzo Mourning, and Kareem. Currently, my MVP is Tim Thomas. He might be the best part of the game, honestly. He's more like, he can do everything. He's a jack of all trades. He can shoot, dribble, he can defend, and I'm probably the best offensive player in the world.
While it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Russell. And it's Noel at the shooting guard. Chalk up two there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Morant with the bucket.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And here's Russell following the 3 from Smooth. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, he showed everybody that he could start over.
Here's Bain after the basket by Minnesota. Knocks down the 3-ball. Smooth's got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone.
Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in for Russell. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. There's McDaniels, and it's McLaughlin in the point guard position.
I just missed that shot. It was crazy.
Noel, no good.
Passing the ball.
Into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage
is starting
Tell
to
me.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Memphis leading by 4 for 3.
Please make that. Don't keep him right.
They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense.
I'm not making no shot anytime soon.
McDaniels passes to Towns.
I'm not gonna take over
by Minnesota.
ever again.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance.
I'm gonna wish
Got to
the
like their
best
confidence
team
as this game
in the
continues. They're on
game.
a nice roll.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's McLaughlin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical
Oh, they can't come back. They can't come back.
to a team's success.
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Boy, he strikes again from range. He's 4th in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Rams in a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Absolutely fearless.
Come on, John.
Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
That's good from Morant.
Come on, John. Come on, John. Let's go.
Free throws, good from Morant.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. Tillman grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Tell
And
me.
you guys do know that rebounding is
I can't be missing shots now.
of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Good on that shot, and with that,
This team is actually like been winning games back to back.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Be my winning this
He's got 6 points in the quarter.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And he gets it back. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got it, so he'll head to the free throw line.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Russell, he's checked in for Jordan McLaughlin. Smooth, that's good.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
Both teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. Eugene Smooth really having a great game.
Who's the coach game, bro?
It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The Timberwolves making a switch. Prince is checked in. Gray tee that time from Bain.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Smooth, that's good.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
Pass to Noel. To the inside. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
There's some history here, though, of course. So they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this, I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. Both free throws good, but smooth.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Russell finds Prince. Inside, Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Shoots the three, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Smooth.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That one drops for Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
Smooth, that's good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Ball's not loose. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game 5.
The authority from Moran. The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Russell passes to Prince. Here's Noel. Anderson trying to free himself up. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6, so looking for more.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so it's Memphis controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a... second half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Smooth out there with Jackson, and it's Tillman in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Gobert, and that's good.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Russell dishes to Gobert. The pass to Noel. Kicks it to Russell. Left side, Towns. Passes it to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Substitutions for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tillman. Williams comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Smooth subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Tom. And it's Torian Prince in for McDaniel. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this junction.
Here's Reid. Boom, he chains it straight down.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Morant passes to Smooth. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Smooth's got 41.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Memphis, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points.
The Timberwolves.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Minnesota, Naz Reid out there with Towns, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and there's McDaniels, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Here's Smooth. Buries the long-range jumper. Smooth's got 44.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Noel. Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, and some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the Players Club.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of. And freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
That free throw, no good. He's good on the second. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the baskets.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. Just lets the game come naturally to him.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. He's guarded by Knight. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A 49 dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.
Oh, I'm hearing you're thinking about staying after all.
Yeah, things got a little bit.
Look, I'm not saying you can't do the whole good soldier routine, but, dog, to play...
Listen, I just don't want to leave anything up to chance.
MP.
Mila, I'm sorry, but it's my career. And I'm doing what I feel is right.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're doing this because you actually want to, and not because you're trying to push.
I'm doing it because I feel this is what I need to do. For both of us.
We start small. I'll set up a meeting with John Luck. You can tell him all about...
You shot a great percentage tonight after some struggles earlier this season. What did you notice tonight?
I mean, Coach said those shots are there for me. I know I'm a great...
I started playing my team last December. Gen Sanity, or Gen Returns this year. He tried to push me to start playing my team, so I started taking it serious last December. I really just want to win it for myself.
It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Smooth in at the three. Pure from three-point range. A big deal for many NBA stars, landing a deal with Gatorade. MP has just secured that for himself.
And honestly, it means you've arrived to some degree. Good for MP to close that deal, and a nice move there from Gatorade.
Avdia can't get it to go. Outside Morant. Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Is my mic not working? Oh.
First team foul.
Yeah, my mic is working now.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Morris. Back to Avdia. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Moran against Morris. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Outside Bain, back to Moran, pass to Tillman. And here's Bain, hounded by Beal. And he makes it.
They can't miss. 4 for 4. and warming up the burner.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Back to Morris. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Oh, I love the mindset to get at the rim right there. He knows they're down and wants to spark a comeback.
Beal, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Morris passes to Beal. Outside Porzingis. It's Beal on the wing from the arc. Second shot opportunity. Avdia, good.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Outside Bain. A minute 50 left in the opening quarter. Smooth shot is good.
Well, things keep working out for MP in the business world. He's come to terms with Ruffles to be a brand representative.
Ooh, that's a nice win there for MP landing that deal. Slowly but surely, he's building his brand. Timeout called for the Wizards. For Washington. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Avdia from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. At the 2 and the 3 are Beal and Avdia. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Desmond Bain, shooting 1.
For Washington, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Avdia. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And the basket by Tillman.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Beal's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Moran. Here's Smooth. Not going to go that time. And Washington the other way now. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Avdia taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Memphis on the 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Puts up the 8-footer.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Washington's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Bain against Beal to the paint. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time. A top 5 pick back in 2015. The 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis ushered in a bit of a new era there. The rise of the 7-footer who could step out and drain 3.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, since Porzingis was drafted, there have been a bunch of 7-foot shooters going in the first.
It's a good call, BA. You think about guys like Lowry, Markkanen. These guys feel like stretch it out a bit, get behind the three-point line and knock shots down. Porzingis opened up a new way to think about the offense from the 5 spot.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively.
So a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. And don't go away after the break.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Wizards, 28. The Grizzlies, 49.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Memphis has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. On the court for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Jaren Jackson out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Smooth in at the 3, the small forward. Morris for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Washington's shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win. Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
Bane finds Morant. There's the 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Avdia. And here's Beal. Over Bane. Beal's shot is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Avdia from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Avdia from outside. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To stop the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Morris finds Porzingis. Here's Avdia. The 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Smooth, no good.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Maine, the pass to Jackson, to the inside. Smooth, no good. Poke loose. Back to Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 5 now.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Back to Beal. Pass to Avdia. Outside Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. Morris can't hit.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Smooth shot is good.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morris against Morant, and they call an illegal screen here.
But he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half.
Making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Gafford. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kispert. And it's Morris in for Beal.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. Monte Morris is out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Kuzma. Morris outside. Off target. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Congratulations on the win. But how do you make it look so easy at such a young age?
Thanks, Nate. I mean, it's definitely not easy. You know,
I spoke with Ashley, and she was clear about the ground rules for this interview.
Okay, great.
No. Frighteningly.
Okay, so they wanted to ease my transition to the starting lineup. So if the fans...
So this was a top-down initiative?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, man, he literally forbid me from doing any of the activities that me and...
Wow, okay, so why do you think he was so against you having these
Say the truth, John. I'm not sure. But it was not...
YMP, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought you might like that, man.
Well, of course, I'll have to verify all this. I mean, I can't publish these claims based on one off-the-record interview.
No, listen, man, I expect nothing less of you, John. I understand.
Okay, well, is there anything else I should know?
Nah.
Oh, you're here, so that can't be good.
Well, it's not bad either. Things